Yeah.
Hi everybody, Savat the Mighty here, and I'm back with another Eve Echoes video. So in today's video, we're actually coming back to my main account, Doom Piggy, and we're going to take a look and see what's about to happen in the next couple of days. Also, I do want to talk about some other things that are going to be happening in the Eve Echoes community, and things that I'm going to be taking part of. So, before we get started, if you do like my content, please leave a like on the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I do release new content in the future. With that out of the way, first let's take a look at what I'm going to be doing. So with the tier 9 coming out, I'm about to hit that, and I just want to show you guys my skills here real quick. So it looks like I have 32 hours left, so at about Saturday morning I'll be T9. What I've done to prepare for T9 was I started training up my battleship skills, and I am getting this expert large laser operation done now. I trained up a couple more. I'm going to be going into the level 4 skills. So I'm just basically going to be cresting the field of battleships. I have all my other ships and I don't want to respec into it. So I will be leveling my battleship very slowly as far as skills go and building and growing with the ship. And I think that's going to be fun. So I do plan on doing a lot of videos showcasing what my battleship can do, and I'm really excited about being able to make those videos. So I'm quite happy because really I've wanted the apocalypse for forever, and I kind of just gave it away there, but that's what I'm going to be getting. And when I say getting, I already have it. So if we go to my personal assets here, it's sitting waiting for me in Jeddah. So there's my apocalypse, sitting there all packaged up and looking nice. I did have to buy a couple extra large lasers for it, and so I got those. I got almost all the rigs that I want. I've got the laser collision accelerator 3 rig. I've got a couple of burst aerators ready to go. I've got some semiconductor memory cells. I'm just missing that one last rig, and I don't know exactly what I want to put in that rig spot as of yet. So, a little bit of things there. But I do have all of that ready. I have the equipment. I've got the lasers. Got the stuff off my Oracle. I'm going to be real excited to be able to christen that ship this Saturday. Now, one of the other things I'm actually going to be working on is I was invited to a collaboration. And I have never really been part of a collaboration before, so I'm just going to start working with other people in the community to do a couple of different things that's normally outside of my comfort range. So we're going to be having a kind of a review of all of the ships, and then doing a little PvP battle between everybody. And everyone who is going to be a part of that, it looks like it's going to be hosted by Elementary 72. There's Echoes of New Eden, RAMBO. Eve Echoes News with Let's Play the Game. Haro Hobby Gaming. Pristine Frog Gaming. REEPER. Sky News. Together We Solo. And I think missing somebody. Yep. BAKD. I can't believe I'm missing BAKD. So we're all going to be working together and trying to do a little series that's coming out on this. So you can expect that to come out very soon. It's going to be in different parts. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting things that are going to come out of that. And it's just going to be fun to be able to hang out with some of the other content creators and actually view the PvP side of thing, and a couple of one-on-one fights and research of ships and just some discussion. And so I'm excited to see how that turns out. I will put links in the description to all of their channels if you do want to go check them out in the future. Now, for now, today, since I am on my main account, I am just going to go ahead and try to do an encounter here. I know normally we take a look at new ships and everything. I'm still going to continue with that, but I'm just really excited to have that apocalypse because I wanted to really show you guys where I was at. I hate Love Triangle. I don't want to ever do Love Triangle. No, stop giving me Love Triangle. I will do this mission though. So I'm going to go ahead and take out my Phantasm here. As you can see, I did decide to keep the skin and put it on my Phantasm instead of give it away or sell it. So I'm sorry to anybody who thought I might be giving it away. My Phantasm I have built pretty tanky. I know it doesn't need to have the tank, but I do enjoy tanky ships.
Warp drive
And
active.
so I was just kind of experimenting around with it for a little bit. And I swapped out one of the rigs on here for just a full array of damage rigs. So, and then I replaced the tank up here, and that's actually giving me about the same DPS I had before, but a much stronger tank. I am not using the large shield booster anymore. I went with the medium shield booster. And I have a large energy Nosferatu. And that just lets me maintain my cap a lot better. And the medium shield booster, it does enough in PvE. So, again, it's speed tanking most of the things, doesn't really get hit, so that medium shield booster picks off that ancillary damage just fine. Didn't have a need for the large shield booster, where I found that replacing the cap battery with the large Nosferatu for the purposes, again, of PvE, just allow me to pretty much stay stable, not have to worry about micromanaging that nearly as much, and just having to watch my speed. I am also running with the mirror small shield field module on my personal ship here, and that's just because I like to see the crazy numbers that I can put out with the tank there. I don't actually really use it. It could be taken off and I can put a target painter or something else in there that would be better. But I have it if I need it. If for any reason I do get locked down, can't move, can't speed tank anymore, it's going to give me that buffer there and make my resistances pretty good. Matter of fact, before we warp in, I can show you guys. So let's go ahead and move. There we go. If I activate all of my shields and that, my defense is sitting at 84, 88, 91, and 93. So it does a pretty good job. Makes me very, very tanky, but without the shield field module running. My resistances are only 65, 72, 79, and 84. Now, obviously, that's going to change a little bit based off of what I'm getting shot with because of the reactive shield hardener here. But that's really neither here or there. Let's go ahead and jump into the Cosmic Anomaly. Hunter's Trap. That scares me. Hunter's Trap? We're going to warp in, sure, 7. I don't know what my orbit is right now, but I'm going to set it to 11. I do know that this ship actually does have quite a hard time still hitting some of the smaller ships, the frigates and whatnot, with a tight orbit. So there is that. I do have to manage my speed quite a bit. Just lock up what we can. And let's move. Oh my. So here we go. So we pretty much are going to speed tank everything, and we shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. I'm not getting any sound. It sounds like my audio may have busted or turned off. I'm getting some of the sound effects, but not all of them. But yeah, we're doing just fine here. Let's go ahead and maneuver in on him. So this ship goes pretty fast. I don't even have all the skills for it yet. My cruiser command is still sitting, or my advanced cruiser command is still sitting at 6 days away from being 5. And I kind of took time out because I was getting so close to the battleships that I wanted to complete that. I will go back and finish the last 6 days of this skill. But for the time being, I'm more concerned about getting my battleships ready. That's going to be fun. But this ship is also for the purposes of PvE and doing what I need it to. And I really don't need it to get much faster, so we can orbit this guy. So it's working just fine with the speeds that it has. Just so you can see that, the top speed on this ship right now is sitting at 1,391.78, and that is with only 4 in my advanced cruiser command skill. And as far as my rigs go, I don't have any navigation rigs in here at the moment. I'm just using a couple of capacitor control circuit 2s. For regen time here. Speaking of regen time, let's turn on the Nosferatu, since that's one of the reasons why we fit it. I don't have a Vikalakis Nosferatu on my ship, and that's just because I can't fit it. The power grid won't let me. I'm pretty much maxed out with what I have going right now. But I do love my Phantasm, my little tanky ship. It does a really good job. It's very safe. It has that speed tank along with its very powerful tank just on top of the speed tank, making it a very resilient ship. And a lot of room for mistakes and errors. And with the way that I play, very casually and very lazily, that's a very good combination to have. Its capacitor, where it's not 100% stable, it does sit at 24 minutes. So that does give me quite a bit of time if I do accidentally leave everything on and need to do something, or if I'm stupid and don't fire my lasers. Yeah, there's that too. If I just want to orbit ships for 24 minutes, I can do that. You know, why not? So I'm very excited about the collaboration. I'm really looking forward to being able to do some PvP with the guys and see what becomes of that. It's also fun discussing the ships, and as you know, I focus mainly on PvE on my channel, so it's going to be a step outside of my comfort zone doing more of these one-on-one PvP battles. I don't expect that I'm going to do very good because I don't PvP all the time. I'm probably just going to end up becoming space dust. So I wouldn't expect the highest caliber of me winning. But I will definitely try my best and see if anything that I do with my PvE content will actually help me and maybe bring some different perspective to the battlefield. I might be looking at something completely different than the PvPers do. I highly doubt that. They're very honed in their skills and they really know how to, as B8KD would put it, slap some cheeks. I am not firing again. So I did take off my auto targets for some videos that I was doing because I didn't like the fact that it was auto targeting, and that has kind of messed me up on my ships that I fly more AFK with. I really should turn that back on, but it doesn't really matter. So we did wait to kill this guy last. We probably shouldn't have done that. He has a Nosferatu and was nosing us back. And so, goodbye power grid. Alright, so here's our next wave. Let's lock up some of these guys here. Let's orbit this guy, focus fire, and we're good to go. So this guy is a destroyer. I'm very happy with dealing with destroyers. It's the frigates that give me the most issues. Take him out of the mix. And let's go ahead and take care of this guy. He might have the E-War on us. Last one did. I know I can check, but I really don't feel like it. Just gonna kill them as they come. They're no real danger. If I was in a tougher mission, or if maybe there was some leads, then I would probably feel like it's necessary to do everything perfectly. But I'm really excited about getting my Apocalypse. I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. I've been working on my skills. I've got a ton of laser skills. I'm into expert large laser operation. And still got 40 days left on advanced. But them the breaks. That advanced skill takes a long time. Alright, so this is the frigate. This is the ship that's going to give us the most issues. Once we do get into range, we can web him up. And when I said he's going to give us the most issues, I meant he's not going to give us any issues at all. We're just going to blap him off the face of the planet, because that's how we roll here. We blap. So this ship is a very relaxing ship for me to actually just run my news missions and stuff in, because I don't have to pay too terribly much attention to it whenever I do set up the auto orbits and auto target anyway. And I can kind of just let it go and watch it in the corner of my eye and do other things while I'm doing that. I really love this ship for that. It definitely fits my casual playstyle that I like, and I find it quite fun. This is why I do have it on my main account. Now, my Cinnabol on my alt account is extremely powerful and extremely fun as well. And I'm going to be very, very excited to see how that gets put together with the battleship when I decide to use those two together. And eventually the plan will be on the alt account getting a Macarial as well. Alright, so we're going to go into orbit around the last guy here. And so is my little Phantasm going to win any contest for speed at killing anything? Absolutely not. I've been running my shield booster for quite some time, haven't I? Well, it's okay. And that's what I mean. It's very forgiving. So our cap is going to come back. It should be actually quite quickly. Every time our large Nosferatu ticks, it'll give us a pretty decent percentage back. Plus our just natural regen on it. Probably be back up to the 50% in no time at all. I guess I could web him if I really wanted to. So yeah, I'm kind of going to do like I did with my Oracle, and an Oracle 2 is still something I really do plan on picking up. I just made the decision to get the Apocalypse first. They were round about the same cost here. If we actually look on the market, which we'll do in just a moment, we'll take a look at the differences there, and we'll talk about that as well. Apparently the market's been going a little bit crazy. Let's lock up some of these other guys. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So we're getting to the destroyers here. But yeah, I'm really excited to hear about what everyone wants to get whenever they first hit tier 9. Had a lot of people leave comments in my comment section already, letting me that they're excited for the Dominics. As well as I hear the Raven is going to be a really big ship as well. A lot of people want that one. And we can run our shield booster here a little bit. I know me and my Apocalypse, it's not necessarily the fan favorite, but I really like the Apocalypse, so I'm going to be very happy to use it. Oh, I've got everything locked up that I can. Yeah, I need to train targeting more on this character. My alt account can lock a lot more because I've trained that targeting up. That's one of the things that I've neglected. And I've neglected it primarily because I'm like, I have enough targets that I can lock. I lock my targets and then I can just move on to the next one and everything's fine. But I know that's not always the case, especially when E-War comes in. So yeah, I'm excited to hear what everybody's looking forward to on Tier 9 and what they're going to be getting. And also what you guys think of the collaboration. I think it's going to be extremely fun, and I'm looking forward to releasing the first of those videos. I think I'm going to be working with Elementary 72, and we're just going to be discussing the ships that are going to be brought to the table. My Phantasm. So technically, if I wanted to use fuel, I can turn this on. And I know it blows my signature up to 500%. So now they can hit me. But it doesn't hurt. Now, one thing. This bubble is a lot bigger than I gave it credit for. Hold on. Zoom out. That is a pretty big bubble. So yeah, that bubble, that bubble, I mean, takes up a little bit of space, and if they ever get within that bubble, then that isn't working anymore. So what I mean by that is you don't get those resistances if they're within inside of your bubble, so you have to make sure you keep them outside of the bubble. As long as they stay outside of the bubble and they're firing into it, you'll get your resistances. If they ever go into the bubble and they're firing, then they ignore those resistances that you get from that. So I don't really need to have it on. Run our shield booster a little bit more here. Yeah, this build is very relaxed. Just for a very chill night. So this entire mission is going to net me 5 million just from doing it. And I will get a crate. And if I happen to get a permanent skin out of the crate, I might be able to get a little bit more millions out of there. Maybe if I sell it correctly. I do have a bunch of crates to open, and I think I'm going to actually do that in this video as well. But mainly I'm just really excited about getting my Apocalypse up. So I can't wait to take it out, and the first thing that I'm going to do is try to go out there and do some missions with it. So no more news missions, no more of that. I'm going to go back into the storylines, and I think I'm going to do an entire series based off of my battleship and doing the storyline missions. So I'm going to be really excited to bring that out and do all of the storylines, earn some ISK, and figure out what I want to put in that last slot. If you have any ideas and you've made it this far in the video, let me know what you think that last rig slot should be. I would be really curious to find out. So I'm going to have everyone's, again, everyone's links to their sites in the description, so you can go check them out. Let me know what ships you're excited to get. And also, what you think I should put in that last rig slot. I want to go home. So I am going to jump back here, and I will take that into consideration. And I want to thank everybody for watching my content. I really do appreciate all of you. And I will be back tomorrow with another video. I think I'm going to do another fitting video. It's not going to be a versus video. I have some requests to do, and we're going to take a look at some more of the battleships on the test server. So until then, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time.